Happy Monday. I think it's Monday, right? All kind of gets lost in all this. I have five seniors actually joining me. Some of you probably received a phone call from maybe even one of these guys saying, welcome to Jesuit. He's going to be a big brother, all that kind of stuff. And I'm waiting. Jonathan Fong, are you in the room? I don't think Jonathan's here yet. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about campus ministry and what we do. Prior to going to a Catholic school, so we have programming that is for you, not just if you're Catholic, for anyone, for everyone. I want to talk a little bit about what we do, what freshmen have for you all as freshmen this year, and then I'm going to turn it over to some of our incoming seniors, class of 2021. And if Jonathan pops on, Jonathan was our salutatorian this year from the class of 2020. What do we do, right? My hope, I think the school's hope for you, is that whatever religion you are a part of, whatever your faith tradition is, I would hope that you grow in your relationship with God. That is the most important thing I think we can help you do. Whether you're Catholic, Christian, whether you are Muslim, Jewish, if you're Sikh, you're all welcome. We want you all to get involved. We want you all to see what happens in your relationship with God, as more than just a thing you think about, but as a personal relationship. No matter what religious tradition you're a part of, like I said, we're going to challenge you to be even better and grow stronger. We want you to grow into the man you're called to be. We want you to look for responses to be the best possible person you can be. We want you to look at service as not a thing you have to do, but a thing that you are allowed to do, a thing that you are kind of gifted with the opportunity to make the world better. Going on the past couple weeks. And my hope is that first and foremost, you come to Jesuit knowing that you kind of have an obligation, that we're all called to be Christ-like. We're all called to be there for one another. We're all called to be better people, to lift each other up and not tear each other down. So campus ministry is kind of that. Every day we start the school day with morning prayer. There's a prayer you're going to hear every Monday morning. It's called the Prayer for Generosity. Some of you may have already heard it. We pray that every Monday, and hopefully by the time you're a senior, you have it memorized. Seniors who are here.
I actually can't hear anything.
Coach, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Perfect. So seniors who are on this, if you could unmute yourselves. And how many of you know the prayer for seniors?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. The prayer for justice?
Prayer for generosity.
Generosity. Okay, yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
Donovan, Evan. Okay.
Yeah, I know it for like the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So these guys, hopefully it becomes part of who you are, praying every Monday to be a more generous person, to give without counting the cost, to fight, not worrying about wounds, to toil, to not seek for rest, to labor, and not to ask for reward, but knowing that you're doing the will of God. That every day when we walk on campus, I would hope that you are trying to do the will of our God, to be kind, to be generous, to be a good person. A lot of times I think in campus ministry, you think of the churchy thing we do at Jesuit. It's more than that. Like I said, the morning prayers every Monday morning, or every morning, but Monday's prayer for generosity. Every day in the afternoon, we do what's called the examine. The examine is a 3 to 5 minute time for you to step away and for you to think about your day, to think about what you've done well, what you need help doing better, and asking God for that help. There are times when we'll challenge you each week on a different category of our profile of the at graduation. How are you becoming more loving? How are you becoming more wanting to do justice for others? How are you becoming just a better person in every aspect of your life? Are you really working hard at trying to learn? Are you really working hard at building friendships and relationships? So that's the morning prayer and the exam, and those happen every day. Seniors will lead those. You'll hear them over the PA. And again, no matter what your faith tradition is, we're going to ask you to get involved in that, to be a part of it, but also to maybe put it into your own heart and start praying for how you can be the person God wants you to be. Kind of the big thing that we do for freshmen is our Freshman Retreat. With COVID-19, we are still in the stages of figuring out how this is all going to work. In the past, it's been an overnight retreat. I see a lot of you have brothers or even dads that have done the freshman overnight at Jesuit or have been a part of it. And we don't know if we can do the overnight this year, but we do know for a fact that we will do something. We will do something. There'll be something going on for freshmen, okay? And with that said, you will have a big brother. You'll be paired up with a senior. There'll be you with one other freshman, and then you'll be with a senior. Donovan, Jasper, Gabe, Ian, Santiago, I think is here. They're all big brothers. They're all on the retreat team we have at Jesuit. And they're going to help guide you. They're going to help you at freshman orientation. They're going to call you the Sunday before orientation. They're going to help you find your locker. They're going to help you. How many freshmen, just raise your hands, just kind of where you are. How many of you are coming from a school that did not have a locker? Did you have your own locker? Did not have a locker. There we go. So some of these seniors still have not figured out how to use their locker, but they will help you use your locker.
Mr. LeBoeuf, I think you cut out there.
And I want Donovan, Ian, Gabe, Santiago, I think who else down there? If you could talk just briefly, like Evan, perfect. What you're all excited about in being a big brother, what your hopes are for these freshmen as a big brother. Donovan, go for it.
Okay. There are a lot of reasons why I wanted to be a big brother, and quite a few of the reasons are because I've had such a great experience with my big brother and my retreat leaders. So I really enjoyed freshman overnight, and my big brother was always there if I needed to talk to somebody about questions I had about Jesuit, and he even texted me like last year or something. It was pretty cool. He's been graduated for 2 years then, so that made me feel special. And I just served on ground crew, which is the junior kind of like, if you're not a senior, what you can do is be on ground crew for freshman overnight, and it reminded me of how much I liked freshman overnight, so I wanted to be a part of that. And also with all the uncertainties we have right here, I kind of wanted to be a certainty for my little brothers. I wanted to be there for them so they know that they had somebody at Jesuit that if they ever needed something would always be there, because they're going to be a lot of, being a freshman and entering into high school is always a new experience, and maybe a challenging one or a difficult one or a scary one. And I just wanted to be there for my little brothers because that sort of worry may be compounded with some COVID-19 worries. So I just wanted to be a strong part of their freshman experience, and hope that I can help them enjoy my freshman experience, or their freshman experience, as I did mine.
Hey, Donovan, tell these guys, what are you involved in? What do you do at Jesuit?
I've got a pretty odd mix. There are a lot of things to do at Jesuit, as the guys who are going to be speaking will probably tell you, but I am in chamber choir, which is choir. I'm on the cybersecurity team. I do a bunch of like computer science club stuff, and I swim. Yeah.
Evan, what about you? Introduce yourself. Tell what do you do, and what are your hopes about freshman Retreat about being a big brother.
All right. So, hey everyone, my name is Evan Bird. Let's see. I do swimming. I do water polo. I do a little bit of cybersecurity with Donovan. I do chamber choir. I lead one of the service groups out of Jesuit at Sharing God's Bounty. That's about it for right now. The reason I wanted to get into campus ministry and being a big brother as a whole is really like going into high school. I was so nervous about what I wanted to do, and I got really wrapped up in kind of myself, which is it's a kind of a selfish thing, and I was very concerned about how the next 4 years would play out. But when I got to meet my big brother, it was a very calming thing. I got introduced into the brotherhood. I found like a lot of really cool people, and he really helped me to branch out, and it got me away from this odd mindset that I had going in. And I really wanted to kind of ease the nerves, as Donovan was saying, along with COVID, along with the new experiences. I wanted to ease the nerves of those freshmen coming in and really like kind of make them into a larger community.
Gabe, what about you? What do you do? Gabe Molina, what do you do? And what are your hopes?
Yeah, so my name's Gabe Molino. At Jesuit, I'm part of the band. I recently just got accepted into the chamber choir. I'm involved with many clubs, like the Asia Pacific Islander Club. I'm also president of a video games club over at Jesuit. And I chose to be a big brother because I know that sometimes it's kind of difficult to transfer or adjust to like high school. For me personally, I kind of had difficulty because none of my friends from my middle school came to Jesuit. I was kind of the only one there. But I really looked to like my big brother to kind of act as kind of like a guide for me to really like not so I can really express myself as like who I wanted to be in like my freshman year. Because I feel like without my big brother, I would have been like really nervous to talk to anyone. I would have been really shy. But I really hope as a big brother, I can like help you guys like kind of grow as like Jesuit, like as a Jesuit community. And yeah, so that you guys aren't like shy or think that you need to kind of hide like some aspects of yourself away from us.
Ian Menz, what about you?
Yeah, so I'm pole vaulter at Jesuit as part of the track. Also in the cybersecurity club, in chamber choir, in the computer science club, and then I'm also part of the Students for Life club. And then now recently I'm part of the senior retreat team in the Big Brothers. I kind of just like when the opportunities that Jesuit offered, because they offer a lot of clubs and you have all these different sports that you can try out. And it's really good your freshman year, at least to me, to just kind of like, it's like your year to figure out what are you passionate about. And I encourage you guys to like look for what you're passionate about.
Santiago, are you on?
Oh yeah.
Yep, there you go. Introduce yourself.
I'm Santiago Chang. I was involved with the band the last 3 years. I'm also in Asian Pacific Islander Club, like Gabe Marlino. I'm involved with La Raza, which is sort of a Mexican cultural club as well, a Latino cultural club. I recently started practicing archery. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. So I wanted to be a big brother because I remember my freshman year, my big brother was fantastic. He took a lot of the worrying out of my freshman year. I didn't really have to worry about where my classes were, what the schedule looked like. He took away a lot of the logistics of freshman year and made it a much more personally focused experience. I was able to really focus on connecting with my brothers at Jesuit, and it's great because that connection really goes through all of your years at Jesuit. So being able to lay that foundation was just really great. And yeah, that connects to my hope for you guys. I really hope that you guys can spend your freshman year really establishing that relationship with your fellow classmates.
Cool, thanks guys. The other thing we have that we're going to be starting up is kind of a cool thing. It's called Growing in Faith Together, and we're calling it GIFT. And it's a group where we're going to invite you, if you'd like to be a part of it. Or if you want to be a part of it, you can email me. You can find my email at the Jesuit website, Paul.LeBoeuf at jesuithighschool.org. And And these groups are going to be there for you to just hang out with other freshmen, to talk about what's going on in your life, the challenges you might be having, and how you guys can support each other better. So if you want to be a part of one of those groups, just shoot me an email or send me an email or get in touch with Coach Isaac, tell him that you want to be a part of it, or however you want to do it. And some of you might even just get an invitation. If you even don't say you want to be a part of it, we might just invite you to one of those groups. But if you want to be a part of a small kind of community group to help each other out, please email me and get me some information about you. A little bit about who I am. This is I'm going to my 25th year at Jesuit. At Jesuit, we have 4 levels of retreat. So we have the freshman overnight, which is everybody. Our sophomore retreat is 1 day long, and that's done through your sophomore class theology. And then we have a junior overnight retreat. This coming year, hopefully with COVID-19, we're going to put all the sophomore retreats early on and the junior retreats later. And then we have a 4-day retreat called Kairos. And it usually ends the school year with a junior Kairos, which we weren't able to have this year. And we're hoping July 20th, we might be able to do it. So I know the guys that are on this Zoom, they're going to be seniors, will be a part of that. And I think they're kind of excited that we might be able to have it. Right? Kind of, sort of.
Yes, very excited.
Awesome. That's what I want to hear. So guys, it's a 4-year journey, right? I hope for all of you that you enter Jesuit with some questions and some uncertainty and maybe not knowing fully who you are, what you're called to do, and that you leave Jesuit knowing that you're a man for others, and that whatever we do in campus ministry, we can help you on that path. We also have Mass. We have Mass every day if you want to go in our North American Martyrs Chapel. Not mandatory. 7:30. I think that's going to keep going Tuesday through Friday. And then we'll have Masses. And again, with COVID-19, we're not sure how that's going to happen. No matter what religion you come from, we ask you to be a part of it. 3 of the guys on this, 3 of the seniors are on Liturgy Workshop, right? Is it 3 or are all of you on it? Maybe all of you. And we do Masses, we do class Masses, we do grade level Masses, we do all school Masses. And again, that might look different this year. You might even see some online. I don't know how we're going to do it all, but we'll keep you posted for sure. With that being said, I kind of want to open it up to you all. Donovan, Evan, Gabe, Santiago, and Ian are all really outstanding young men. I can answer some questions if you have some, but these 5 guys can answer some questions as well. If you have questions about freshman overnight, about what campus ministry is meant to them, what it's all about, or if you have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer whatever I can. So if you have a question, I don't know, Coach, how do you want to do? Do you want them to raise their hand? How do you want them to do this? What's easiest?
Let's see here. Can you see the raise hand feature, or am I the only person that can see that?
I cannot.
Okay.
We can call it. Or guys,
Yeah.
if you just want to unmute yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do it that way. You guys unmute yourself. I'm taking roll right now. So if your name is just your first name, or it's your parents' name, or it says iPhone, I'm going to put in the chat there. I'm going to ask you for your last name. This is like I said, this is for roll. So I'm taking roll right now. But while you guys are asking the campus ministry guys your questions, go ahead and feel free. Some of you guys, I know your last name. Some of you guys I don't. So some of you guys I recognize your faces, but that's just how it's going to be. All right, go ahead, guys.
Any questions? None. Donovan, Evan, Gabe, Ian, Santiago. When you first came to Jesuit, what did you think campus ministry was going to be like, and what and why have you gotten more involved going into your senior year?
So for me, I actually came into Jesuit as not an extremely religious person, kind of more of an outside view. And I was thinking it would be something more I would have to endure to actually get into the school. But that was really not what happened at all. For me, the retreats, they were really a way to get away from everything that I was worried about. They were a way to figure out who I wanted to be and to surround myself with the people that can like best help me achieve that. So really, campus ministry for me was kind of the best escape from like my worries, really. So I would kind of attribute a lot of my development to the people that were in campus ministry, liturgy workshop, and in groups like that have definitely been a big part of my high school experience. So it was definitely a surprise, but going into senior year, I'm really excited to give back to those same groups of people.
Ian, anyone else? Gabe? Santiago?
Yeah. I say like campus ministry is like, I think kind of like what he kind of summarized it really well, but like to me it's kind of like this like support group in Jesuit, whereas just like, you know, just need someone to talk to. It's very dialogue based, because I remember on like my junior retreat, talking with those guys in those like kind of like those closed rooms that we had, it felt very welcoming and kind of like you're able to be vulnerable to like everyone else. You're able to just talk with them about what you need to get out, and I really liked that. It was great.
Yeah, I found that I wasn't really familiar with campus ministry when I first started Jesuit, but over time with the retreats, kind of like what Evan said, I sort of became more exposed to it, and I just became more involved with it because the retreats really did provide a really spiritual experience for me, and there was a sense of vulnerability with them that it built on the trust that I had with my classmates and sort of built on that brotherhood. I'm really thankful for that, and now I kind of want to help other students, underclassmen, also achieve that trust and building.
For me, I became heavily interested in campus ministry during my sophomore and junior year. I just had some friends who were a part of like the Big Brother system and the senior retreat team, and just hearing from their experience, that kind of made me really like interested and influenced me to want to be a part of like the same thing that they were a part of, just being able to help out underclassmen, helping them grow not just as students but like as like real people. And it's a nice experience that I kind of want to share with like everyone.
Any questions from any of you? This is your chance.
I have a question regarding the Google Classroom for the AMDG 2024 class.
Yeah, go ahead, Edgar.
I don't know the password for it, so I was wondering where I could find that to join it.
Like you don't have the classroom code?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay, I'll shoot it to you from the chat.
All right.
Yeah, or Drew Perry just mentioned it should be in your email too. So.
Okay.
You know what? I have a question.
Yeah, Augie.
How do you change your password for your Jesuit email?
You don't. You have to go through tech.
Ah, cool. I gotta write it down. All right.
Yeah, it'll take you a bit, but I actually use it for other stuff now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I have a question also regarding the password thing. Why don't you let us change our password?
It's so that our administrators have the password on file. If you change it, we won't have the password on file. So if you get locked out of your account, which will happen, that way in the dean's office, you can come down to the dean's office. They can give you your password. It's printed out on your what's that called? On your class schedule when you guys come for your orientation day. So all of that stuff is automated and it's tracked in this. It's locked to your name. All right. Makes sense, Lipper? What's that?
As Jonathan said, you need to go to tech support, Jesuit, if you really want to change it for whatever reason. But I would just keep it the same.
Generally, they only like change it if you're getting hacked or something. And even then, they'll probably change it to a different combination of numbers. So it's not like you'll be able to change it to pizza spaghetti 123.
Is that yours, Donovan?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Pizza spaghetti.
Oh, shoot.
2021.
Exposed.
Gentlemen, whenever you have any questions about campus ministry, if you want to get involved, so Ian, you're in the Respect Life Club, right?
Students for Life Club, yeah.
Students for Life. So if you want to get involved in that, take down Ian's name, and then in your Google, your Gmail, and all that, you can email Ian and say you want to get involved. If you're thinking about choir, you've heard 3 of these guys or more are in chamber choir. They're in choir. It's okay at Jesuit. If you're sitting there going, I don't know if I can sing, or I don't know if I'm good enough for that or whatever, take a risk. Take a risk and ask your big brothers when you get them what they're involved in. You know that guys that come to Jesuit thinking they're going to be the all-pro, football player, and they end up going to college to play rugby. Or guys think they're going to come to Jesuit to be a soccer superstar, and they end up running in the Olympics in the mile. Don't come to Jesuit thinking that, hey, I'm going to be this kind of a person, but come really open to how, there's a great image of a blank canvas, and you're coming to Jesuit with a blank white canvas that you get to paint on. You get to paint yourself. You get to paint the picture of who you are and who you're becoming. You get to share all that with other people. And so when you come to Jesuit, my hope for you is that you take advantage of everything we have to offer. You get involved in campus ministry. Again, if you want to get involved in like one of those gift groups, those small groups, if you want to get involved in choir and you don't know how to do it, if you want to get involved in cybersecurity or anything, or if you just want to come by and hang out on campus ministry, we're right off the freshman quad. These guys, your big brothers, they'll show you where we are. If you have any questions, please feel free to always shoot me an email. Come by the campus ministry office. We really look forward to having a great freshman retreat. We want it to be awesome. We don't know how it will look yet, but there'll be something going on at the end of August for you, to bring you back to Jesuit High School, to welcome you in, and to know that the brotherhood we have at Jesuit, you might not feel it freshman year, might be shy, don't know what's going on. Might take you sophomore year, junior year, but the brotherhood that we have at Jesuit High School, my hope is that it's not a brotherhood based on what you'd have like at a public school, but it's based on kind of your heart, being there for each other, being there to support and encourage and challenge each other, and knowing that it's kind of like we're all made in the image and likeness of our God, and to treat each other that way, no matter who you are, to treat each other as the image and likeness of our God. So, Coach, is there anything else you want me to talk about? Donovan, Evan, Gabe, Ian, Santiago, anything else you want to say?
I just kind of wanted to say that you guys are now like officially part of the Jesuit Brotherhood. Like it doesn't really take a meaning until you get to really experience it, which I've found. But like, especially this year, we've had a lot of challenging things even before COVID that have really brought everyone, even between classes, really close, like way closer together. And I would like to say it really takes time to materialize, but just you'll find that it's much stronger than you initially think. So just give it time, and welcome all you guys.
Yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy Jesuit. Stick it out. It's worth it, as Evan said.
If you're a soccer player right now and you're not playing, go join the cross-country team. Get involved. Do something out of your ordinary. Do something that's different and see what happens. Go out for the football team. If you don't think you can block or catch or whatever, give it a shot. See what happens. Whatever it might be, take a risk to become, the person you want to be. How about Ian, pole vaulting? Is that easy to do?
No. And I thought I was going into soccer Jesuit. I think that's what I did for the first 2 years. I was goalkeeper. But also beginning freshman year, I did track with the pole vault. And now I'm working towards that for college. But I just want to make a point. These 4 years of Jesuit, they're going to go fast. It's you gotta appreciate the moment. You're just gonna have to just like enjoy it because it's a great experience, but it's only so long.
Any questions, guys?